All right, so before we get on the page, I want to get on the board a little. I want to be on the board first, but before we get started, let's practice some counting.
All the way.
Let's practice our counting today. So we know 1 to 100. So we're gonna do 100 to 200 again today, just like we did on last week. So let's get started with 100. So let's stand. Okay, so ready on 3. 1, 2, 3. 100, 101.
2, 100.
119, 120, 121, 122,
123.
124, 125,
126.
127,
128.
129, 130,
131. 132. 133. 134. 135. 136. 137. 138. 139.
140.
142. 143. 144.
146.
147.
Who's the leader? 140 and his follower. 150, 151,
152.
153, 154, 155, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161,
162. 163. 164. 70. 171. 2.
190, 196, 197, 198, 199. Awesome. Good job. 200. Good. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to practice how to create what's called a number sentence, okay? So we are practicing how to write sentences in math, but today, I'm sorry, in writing, but in math, we're going to learn how to write a sentence, but it'll be a number sentence. That means we're only using numbers to create the sentence, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to practice on apples. So I did give you a page, but you're not on your page yet. We're going to be on the board first, and then we'll move on to your page, okay? So we're going to pretend that I have an apple, and I split my apple in half, and I have seeds on both sides. I want to figure out how many seeds I have total, but what I need to do is figure out how many seeds I have on my right side and how many seeds I have on my left side. So we're going to pretend this imaginary apple. We cut it in half, we open it. When I open it, I have 2 seeds on the left side and 3 seeds on the right side. Now, we could count it automatically, and we could count it and automatically know that there's a total of how many seeds. 5, right? But what we're going to do is learn how to create a number sentence to figure out how many seeds. Because the easy way is, yes, we can count it, but we'll do it a little different by creating a number sentence. So when I say a number sentence, we are using numbers to create a sentence in math. It'll be either an addition sentence or a subtraction. And we talked about addition and subtraction last week. Addition means we are adding. Subtraction means we are taking away. In this case, we'll be doing addition because we're trying to figure out how many seeds we have total inside. So what I do is I have my seeds. I know how many are on each side. And now I have this line here plus this line here equals that, equals the answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how many seeds are on the left side, which are how many?
2.
2. I am going to take the 2 and I'll put it on this line to show 2. 2 are on the left. Plus, now I want to count how many are on the right side, which are 3. So that is 2 plus 3. I just made a number sentence. 2 plus 3 because I had 2 plus 3 on this side. How many seeds total would that give me? 5 seeds. Please don't yell, I know. Thank you. 2 plus 3 is 5. So I just created a number sentence based off of the seeds in my apple. I took the number on this side plus the number on this side, counted them all together, and then I got my total, which was a total of 5. That's how we create a number sentence. Whenever we say 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, these are number sentences, addition facts. We are adding numbers together. Okay, let's do another one. So I open another apple. And I have 4 seeds on one side and 3 seeds on the other side. 4 seeds on one side, 3 seeds on the other side. So yes, we can look at it, count to figure out how many seeds total, but we are going to build a number sentence to figure that out. So let's look at it here. For this line, I will look at how many seeds I have on this side. How many seeds total are on this side here? Tell me. 4 plus how many seeds are on this side here? 3. So my number sentence is saying 4 plus 3. How many seeds would that be total? 7. 4 plus 3. I said you couldn't tell me. I said that. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, so now let's look at your apple in your book. We're going to create one.
In our book. Wait, this kind of book is okay. Oh,
all right, so let's look at the left side of your apple. Let's look at the left side of your apple. When we open the apple, we have 5 seeds. So go ahead and draw 5 seeds on the left side of your apple. 5 seeds. So all you gotta do is just draw like a little line like that. That's the seeds. So draw 5 seeds on the left side of your apple. 5 seeds. Yep. Yes. 5 seeds.
What else? You can left.
Are we done? Are we done yet? Yeah? No? Okay, all right. All right, so we have 5 seeds on the left side of our apple. Let's go to the right side of our apple. Let's put 4 seeds on the left side of our, the right side of our apple. 4 seeds on the right side of the apple. So we have 5 on the left, 4 on the right. Stop.
You got a dollar.
It's not about my, that's not even a word you use for that. That's not even a word you use. Hmm? What? All right, so do we have 5 on our left, 4 on our right? Yes. Okay. All right, so let's create a number sentence. So what you can do is to create your number sentence, we'll put the numbers at the bottom, okay? Let me show you what I mean by bottom so that someone is like, I don't know. Bottom. This is the bottom. See the bottom? Yeah, bottom. All right, so let's get started with our first one. So how many seeds were on our left side? Again, how many? 5. So put a 5 at the bottom. Now, what do we put in between? Plus or minus? Plus, because we're adding. So put 5 plus. How many are on our left side, right side? 4. So 5 plus 4. And then how do we show equal? The 2 lines to show we're doing equal.
Equals.
Don't say yet. Equal. And then you can put the answer, but we won't say it yet. Okay, 5 plus 4 equal 9. Awesome. So that's a total of 9 seeds. 9 seeds in our apple. 9 seeds. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Okay. Okay, so guys, you will start to see this exact thing that we've done here in your book. So there will be an apple. It'll have seeds. All you are doing is creating a number sentence just like we just did. You actually will see it today on today's page. No, not today. Tomorrow's page. You'll see it on tomorrow's page, okay? So it is coming. I'm not sure. Today or tomorrow. But yes, it'll be in your book. This is what you do, okay? Awesome job. So let's go ahead and finish a couple of other things on the board, and then we'll be done with math, and we'll move on to writing. So we're moving on. Praise God. All right, so 19. If we start with 19 and I end with 22, what numbers am I missing in between? Braylon? 20 and 21. Good. And remember, guys, always count it to double check that it's right. Next, we have 99. I start with 99. I'm finishing with 102. What are the numbers that are missing? Asa?
What? 100 and 101.
Good. 100 and 101. Awesome. 99, 100, 101, 102. Awesome. Let's review the story problem. So here I have Sam picked 4 flowers. He gave Mom 2 flowers. How many flowers does Sam have left? So we read the story problem. Now what we'll do next is identify whether it's some more or some went away. Which one would it be? Raising your hand. Some more or some went away. Some went away. He had some and gave some. So we're losing. So now we can create a picture. So it says Sam picked 4 flowers. So we'll draw the 4 flowers to show that Sam picked 4 flowers. Okay. Then it tells us he gave 2 flowers to Mom. So what do I do to show that he gave 2 flowers to Mom? I X out 2 of them. How many flowers does Sam have remaining? 2 flowers. Awesome. Yep. He gave away 2, and now he only has 2 because 2 plus 2 is 4. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get out your letters book. Asa, your letters page. We're on page 20. No.
Letter sound, you mean?
We're on page 17.
I mean, this
Oh, that's no. All right, so let's go ahead. Today we are practicing capital letter A. So we already learned lowercase a, and it's capital A is the exact same thing, it's just a lot bigger. But lowercase a we know is smaller here. We start at the top, we start in the middle, but capital A is a little different. It's the same letter, it's bigger, it's larger. So capital A will actually start up here on your top line. The first thing you'll do is you'll curve all the way around, making sure you're filling the whole line. Curve around, you'll close it, come down, and kick it out. That's your capital A. Again, around, all the way down, close and kick it out. Again, around, close it, kick it out. That's capital A. We already kind of know that. Like I said, guys, a lot of our letters are just review, refresher. Capital A does connect to other letters, so if you're able to, say, I think on one of the lines you have Al, you'll do A, and then you do your L. Okay? All right, you can go ahead and begin. I'll stop you when time is up. Just go ahead and work on it, okay? Do your warm-up on number 1 at the top. I know. Do your warm-up at the top, and then you can go ahead and finish the whole page. Make sure you stay in your lines, take your time, write neatly, okay? Writing, not only along with our cursive letters, we will practice our sentence writing as usual, but this week we are going to add on to that. what we are going to add on to that is we are going to learn how to write sentences with proper nouns of people. So we do know our two most important rules when we write sentences. What is the very first rule? We start our sentence with a capital letter. And how do we finish our sentence? With a
period.
Awesome. So we begin our sentence with a capital letter. We finish with the period. I think we've practiced that 2 weeks now. So we are ready to move on to the next rule. So remember in language, we covered nouns and we talked about common and proper nouns. Proper nouns are the special name of the person, right? It's the actual first name. And I told you, whenever we write proper nouns, we always capitalize them, right? Yes, I did say that. Anytime we write a proper noun, we have to make sure that we capitalize it because it is important and it is special. So to show that it's important, to show that it's special, we capitalize it, meaning we start it off with a capital letter. When we write sentences, sometimes we will have proper nouns in our sentence. When that happens, you have to make sure that you capitalize it on the inside of your sentence. Let me show you what I mean by that. Number one, it says, my friend Joe is kind. Who is the proper noun in this sentence? My friend Joe is kind. Who is the proper noun? Joe. That is a person's name. But Joe is in the middle of the sentence. It's right here. So yes, we would still capitalize our first letter, but since Joe, which is a proper noun, is in the middle of the sentence, we have to make sure to capitalize Joe's name. Anytime someone's name is in a sentence, you capitalize their name. You hear me? Anytime someone's name is in a sentence, you capitalize their name. So my friend Joe is kind. So when I'm writing Joe, how should I write Joe? How should I write Joe? With a what? With a capital J to show that that's a proper noun. So let's go ahead and do number one. So number one, my friend Joe is kind. Now you just told me that when we write Joe, we have to capitalize it. This is what you told me. So now you write it that way. My friend Joe is kind. Do we still capitalize our M? Yes, that rule never changes. Do we still put a period? But now we have to make sure to capitalize whose name? Joe. Write this one, number one, correctly. Let's see your sentence. Let me see your sentence, Asa. I'm looking at everyone. Let's see. We capitalize the Joe. Okay. Why is that in print? Why is that in print? Who said that? Oh no, you know what? Hold on 1 second, Asa. That's fine. That's the all right, number 2. Good, Asa. Thank you. And your paper's upside down, but that's okay. But just for next time, the big part at the top is always the top of your paper, okay? But that's okay. All right, number 2. Sam and Tim. Oh, let's go through number 1. Sorry. You were supposed to capitalize your M and then capitalize your J and Joe, a period at the end. And I think a lot of people did that. Those who wrote in cursive did. Number 2, Sam and Tim ran fast. So we have 2 proper nouns of a person in here. We have Sam, of course, we know it starts. But what do I do when I run across Tim? How do I write Tim the correct way? Capitalize that T in Tim. So Sam and Tim ran fast. Go ahead into number 2.
Really have a lot of space to do. What about the cheering?
I don't know. You tell me.
So if S A M A
All right, let's do number 2. So Sam and Tim ran fast. How would I write this sentence correctly? Asa, can you tell me how to write this one correctly?
You capitalize the S
Capitalize my S and Sam.
and capitalize the T
T and Tim.
and put a period on the A.
Awesome. All right, number 3. I'm going to just read it. Let's see if you can figure out what's the proper noun. Number 3 says Jill can ride her bike. Write this one correctly. I'm not going to say anything else. I want to see if you know how to write it correctly. Jill can ride her bike.
I know it.
All right, let's go ahead and review this sentence number 3. Jill can ride her bike. Can anyone tell me how would I write this correctly? Go ahead, Micah. First letter J, capitalized. Period. Our proper noun was Jill, and so we capitalized Jill. Awesome. Okay, next one. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and move on to our phonics lesson. That'll be our last lesson of the morning. Next one.
Me. Carson gave it to Kennedy.
All right, let's go over our phonics charts. Start with chart 6. Would you like? Throw it away. Throw it away. That's impossible to just fix. All right, let's start with CK. CK says and Doug. E says E, and me. O says O, and go. Y says I, and fly. Y says A. Keep going. S, T says and stop. Plane, fur and frog. No. TR says chur. Train. SH says and ship. TH says and thick. Keep going, B. I don't want to keep saying I want to say it. And left. Which word? That's not how you mark it. Which word? Okay, awesome.
The and zero. It sounds
Alright,
like
next
the
one,
same
Kelly.
thing.
Alright, so this is chart 6. Today we are also going to introduce our next chart, which is chart 7 here. So I will say the sounds first. I know you probably know it already, guys, but I just as an introduction, I will say the sound first. You will say it after me. Okay? So let's start with our first sound. So I will say it first. The R says brr, and bride. DR says dr, and drum. PR says purr, and pray. Can't learn any sounds by not looking. GR says grr, and grin.
GR says burger.
SM says and smoke. SC says and scat. AI, that's vowels. SK says and skate. SP says and spade. Sorry. CR says cur, and crab. TW says twa, and twins. SPL says spool, and splash. SPR says spur, 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 and sprain. SCR says skr, 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 and scream. SQU says squat, 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 and squeak. SN says sn, 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 and snack. SL says slow, 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 and sleep. STR says stir, 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 and stream. SW says swat, 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 and swim. Awesome. All right, so those are the sounds on chart 7. We'll introduce those sounds on tomorrow. We'll start with our first set of sounds. All right, let's go ahead and review a couple of things. So remember, we have two kinds of vowels. We have sharp vowels and long vowels. What do the sharp vowels say? And what do our long vowels say? All right, and so remember the long vowel rule says when there are two vowels in a word, the first one is long, second one is silent. Let's practice marking a couple of long vowels. So Asa, my first word here, how would I mark the vowels in the word? First one here.
You'll put a line on
Stay still.
Up.
Okay, I'm sorry, a line
on top of the A.
Line on A, sit up correctly, please. I'm looking right at you. No, sit correctly is what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Asa. Line over A, and then what do I do next?
Cross out the E.
Cross out the E. What's the word?
Bake.
Good, thank you. All right, Braylon, next one. All right, good. Feed. All right, let's go ahead and practice rhyming words. So I have the word wet. Does anyone have a word that rhymes with wet? Wet, Asa?
Pet.
Pet. And what's another one? Can I get another one? Wet, pet, vet. Good. Next, we have bat. What's a word that rhymes with bat? Bat. Mat, bat, mat. No, you was gonna say pet. Pet. Pet can be someone's name. That's what we'll read about in our book, Pet's Cat. All right, good. So those are rhyming words. Remember, in order for words to rhyme, they have to have the same ending sound as what we hear at the end. All right, today we're going to practice special sounds FL and GL, which are on chart 6. Our last two sounds on chart 6. So I will go ahead and mark it. You're just going to read it for me. So we have FL and sharp vowel A. What would the word be? Clap. You can say it. You're going to tell me the words. I'm just marking it for you, okay? Next one, we have special sound GL, ghoul, long vowel U, silent E. The word is glue, which is also the clue word. Next, we have FL, full, sharp vowel A. The word is flat. Next, we have GL, ghoul, sharp vowel A. What's the word? Glass. Next one, we have special sound FL, full, sharp vowel I. The word is flip. Next one, GL, gold, long vowel A, silent E. The word is glazed. Awesome. So that is special sound FL and GL, which you will see in your book. Okay. All right, so that is it for our phonics lesson, Asa. That's it for our first half of the day. I will see you later on for our language and reading. We're actually going to start reading this week, okay? And spelling. All right, have a good break. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.